Hello and welcome to another YouTube video. This is going to be a spellings task of creating a word search to practice some words and spelling patterns. Now I'm going to start by drawing a simple word search grid. Now hopefully you'll be able to see this. I've got my pencil and my ruler out and I'm going to show you, I think, probably the quickest way to make one. So you start by drawing quite a big box. So make your box nice and big like I have. I've made sure I've completely filled the screen for you. And then all we're going to do is keep halving. So I'm going to find roughly halfway on the box and I'm going to cut that in half. I'm going to cut each of my halves in half again, giving me quarters. Just a quick way of doing it. And one last time I'm going to cut all of them into half again, which is going to give me a grid of 8, or 8 rows. 8 columns, sorry. I'm going to do 8 rows in just a moment. Now to do my 8 rows, I'm going to do exactly the same. I'm going to roughly find what looks like half to me, which is about there. Again, I'm going to split my halves in half. And finally, to give me my 8 rows, I'm going to split each of my halves in half again. Now a little tip, I guess, if you wanted to make lots of word searches, if you made one like this and maybe drew it in pen, what you'd be able to do in the future, I'll just see if this is going to work because I've done it in pencil, is you should be able to see the grid underneath. Can you see that? Which means if you do one like that, you can do one and then just use it again and again and just trace through where you want the letters to be. Sorry, trace through where you want the letters to be. Now, anyway, so let's have a look at our words we've got. I'm looking for the words vein, way, 8, neighbour, day, obey, beige, veil, sleigh and rain. I'm going to be looking very carefully at the spelling as I write them in, and I'm going to try and look for some crossing letters as well. So let's start with the word vein. I'm going to have vein going down, so I'm going to put V, E, I, N, because we're looking at the A sound, and it's doing it with different spelling patterns. So I've got vein. Let's go for the word way, so I'm going to have way down here. I'm not sure I'll be able to get all the words in, but I'll get in as many as I can, and I will start to try and look for some crisscrossing. My next word was 8. I've got all my ones in the wrong. I could go backwards. E-I-G-H-T. Oh, that's evil. I like that one. So I'm going to go E-I-G-H-T. I quite like how evil that is going up. 8. Next up is neighbour. Can I fit neighbour in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. I can't do neighbour, can I, on this grid, because neighbour has 9 letters and my grid only goes to 8. Shall I be a bit sneaky and add an extra column in so I can fit it in? If I don't use neighbour, it doesn't matter too much, does it? But actually, why not? Let's do that. Now I can write neighbour across. And there's only one place I think I can put, 2 places. I can put it in one of the bottom 2 rows there. So one thing about learning is you always, you learn from mistakes and you learn as you go. So hopefully you're learning as you go with me. There we go. So I'm going to put neighbour right along the bottom. And you'll see why I had to add on that extra column. Neighbour, what else can I have? They. Can I fit T-H-E-Y? T-H-E-Y. I can fit they up there. I'll have that. They. Let's have obey. O-B-E-Y. I'm seeing if there's any crossing I can do. I could have it going up to there, couldn't I? So I could have O-B-E-Y. Beige, B-E-I-G-E. No, should I do a diagonal one? B-E-I-G-E. I think I'm running out of space. Let's see if I can get any more in veil. Veil. I could have it veil there, or veil there. So let's do it there. Veil. Can I sneak any more? There's two more words. Can I get them in? Sleigh. Sleigh. Could have it go down the sides, couldn't I? Sleigh. And I've got one more. Can I sneak it in? Rain. I've got loads of space over here. Reign. Reign. Is there any crossovers I can do? I can't spot one. I've got enough backwards, so I'm just going to have a forwards one here. I'm going to have Reign. I can't believe I've managed to get them all into that grid, although I did have to cheat by adding an extra column. Now all I've got to do is fill in the grids with other letters, and I can try to be a bit mean and make it look, for example, veil was spelt Veil, but what if I did this? I bet loads of people might fall for that one, where it's got the letters in the wrong way, so that's like a red herring, to see if I can catch anyone out. What if I started neighbour up here, just to get people looking? N-E-I. So again, you could try and put some red herrings in. Any more I can get in there? Any more red herrings? I'm going to start neighbour down here as well. N-E-I-G, just to try and catch people out. How about way spelt wrong? W-E-G-H. Try and catch people out. And then I can just throw in some extra letters. Let's have an E, an I, an O, an M, an N, a I, a V. I'm going to try and particularly look for letters that are in there already. Let's have a U. Let's have an R. Let's have another S. Let's have another T. And let's have another H. And there you are, a pretty awesome word search that maybe you could get a family member to have a go for. If you want to make it easier for your family member to have a go, you could write all the words they're looking for underneath. If you want to be really difficult, you give them this and say, how many words can you find? And in my one, what I could tell you is I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I got all words in, didn't I? So I think there should be 10 words to find. But what you might always find is there's some sneaky extra words, because sometimes when you put random letters together, you actually start to spot other words in there as well. Good luck, have fun, and keep learning.